Hello and welcome to On the Wrist. Today we're going to learn how to set the time on our watch. So, the very first step is to, if you have a screw down crown, unscrew the crown. A screw down crown means it's threaded and it's used for typically extra water resistance, but if you don't have a screw down crown, you can just pop it out. So we're going to unscrew this crown because it is a screw down. Once it is all the way loose, I'm going to pull it out to the second position. The first position would let us adjust the date wheel, but the second position will actually stop the second hand if it's a hacking movement, and it will let us adjust the hour and minute hand. Now, a very critical step to note that if you have a mechanical watch, so either manual wind or automatic like this watch, if the hour hand is between 9 and 3, so on the upper half of the dial, before you change the date, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to move the hour hand clockwise to go down below 3 p.m. So you get it into I usually put it between 5 and 6. And why I did that is you'll notice as I did that the date shifted because the date wheel mechanism switches the date between 11 and 1. So if you try and set the time, or if you try and adjust the date wheel while it's in that time, you could damage the mechanism. So the safest bet is to make sure it resets completely and go into about 5 to 6 o'clock. Now that I know I've reset the date, what I'm going to do is push in the crown so it resumes the watch movement, and then I'm going to pull it out to the first position. You'll notice that the second hand keeps moving. However, now if I rotate the crown and stem, we can see I can change the date. So I'm going to change it to 1 day earlier than I actually want. And once I've set that, I'm going to return the crown to the neutral position all the way in. Now I've changed the date to 1 calendar day before I actually want. And why I've done that is the way I like to do it is to set it so I rotate into the date that I'm actually interested in setting it, so that way I know I've correctly set the AM versus PM. So now I'm actually ready to set the time. So what you want to do is you want to watch the second hand with your hand on the crown and be ready to pull it out into the second position, so 2 clicks out, when you see that second hand line up with 12 o'clock directly. So I've got that dead on, so now I'm going to rotate to get to my time. So now I know I'm currently in the AM, so I want to go around one more time, because it's a 12-hour dial, and go around. So now I know, okay, I can actually set it to 4 p.m. And because I have that second hand dead on in the center, I know exactly when to match it up. So now I'm going to match the minute hand as best as I can with the indice and use whatever timer you want to set the time to. I use time.gov. So, and then I'll watch, and once it's coming up on the time to meet, all you have to do is press in the crown all the way and it restarts the second hand. And then the last step, if you have a screw down crown, screw the crown back down, and there you have it. You have your time set. This has been On the Wrist. Thank you for watching. See you next time.